Good morning. Welcome to Table Talk. We're happy to be here with you. My name is Shannon. We're coming from Gardner Village, Pine Needles in Gardner Village, West Jordan, Utah. And Stephanie's with me today.
Yes, good morning.
So happy to have Stephanie. She's so cute and bubbly and fun. So anyway, we are happy to be here. It's been kind of a whirlwind. I don't know about you, but I hate the time change.
It's awful.
Oh my goodness.
Kids were just in tears last night because they were just so tired and so thrown off.
Yeah.
So I hate it.
Everybody's done. And then to try to get them off to school.
Yeah, it's awful.
Oh, yes. So, yeah, I have adult kids, so I don't have to do that anymore. But, man, it was so rough. I remember, so I feel like every year they start to say, oh, let's, just stay on one time. And then they discuss it, but nothing ever happens. So my husband looked it up one day. And if you go to a certain time, I can't remember which one it is. If you want to stay on a certain time, it has to be like approved by the federal government.
Oh, wow.
And but if you'll just stay on the other time, whatever that was, then you don't need the approval. But they have a concern about like the states around you. So it's not like but I'm like, well, let's just do what Arizona does.
Yeah, I agree. Just pick one time.
Yeah,
I'm good.
Just do it. Anyway, so my flight got in really late last night, and my husband's getting in bed. I'm like, are you getting in bed already? He's like, yeah, it's after 11. And I went, oh my gosh, it is. Because,
Because, you're still back on that other time.
Yes. So anyway, yes, I went to visit Erica because she had a big birthday.
Oh, how fun.
She turned 30.
Oh.
And she was going to come home, but then the doctor she works with ended up having to have shoulder surgery.
Oh.
So then she couldn't come home and she was really bummed. So I thought, I'll just fly out and stay with her. And it is, every time I go, it's just more and more interesting to go to this little town. So they had a huge water breakage.
Oh.
And they discovered that the water was not safe at the time. And so I guess it's like a whole big thing in this town. Like they were given money to help improve infrastructure and nobody knows what happened to the money. And so people are like, it's gone in somebody's pocket. And it's just been, anyway, so she has a boil order.
So she's been
the whole time,
water. Oh, no.
3 weeks.
Oh, wow.
For 3 weeks, almost 4 weeks. She's had this boil order. So I ended up shipping her, one of those jugs, those like 5-gallon jugs with the spout. I shipped her that because I thought, well, we can boil water
and then just fill up the 5 gallons. Yeah.
And then they were just so unprepared. I mean, who prepares for that anyway?
Nobody.
So there's not like a water bottle in the whole town.
Oh my gosh, yeah, because it's gone.
Yeah. So when it happened, she was here visiting. And so she was flying into Albuquerque, and I said, you get off the plane and find a Walmart and buy cases of water and just take it home with you. So she did. She took 4 cases of water home. And then when I flew in, we went to Sam's Club and bought, I think, 4 or 5 more cases. Oh and then when I was leaving, they finally had water in the Walmart. I might have gotten there just when they got delivered. So I left her with 6 cases of water. So we boil water and put it in this little thing for the kitchen. So they said you can shower in it. Do not brush your teeth with it.
Oh, wow.
And they said you can go to the bathroom, wash your hands. But if you're preparing food, don't
wash your hands with that water.
Right.
Oh, my goodness. That's a lot.
Oh, yes.
That's so much work.
And she wanted to have this party. She'd invited people, and I'm cooking with my little spigot. You can't use the dishwasher. It was a wild time. I told her, I said, I feel like I need to pack my Pioneer dresses when
every single time you go down there. Pellet stove.
Yeah, we're still dealing with the pellet stove.
Oh my goodness.
I know. And they ended up with a snowstorm, so I did go and get, several bags of pellets, and I try to leave her fully stocked. So I made sure that her, the 5-gallon container, because I think she just kind of gets frustrated.
Oh yeah, I think I would too after all of that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a lot of work.
Yeah. Anyway, the party turned out cute. And
that's awesome.
We did get paper products because you have to wash everything by hand.
Because, why would you not get paper products?
I try to be good with the environment, but it just was not happening.
Sometimes I think we have to sacrifice the when the environment tends to want to hurt us, I guess.
Yeah, when it's kind of going against us. I know it. It was just, anyway. But it was good. We got it done. The food turned out good. So Erica when she first started there, made some comment about funeral potatoes. Yeah, I'm sure you know what
yes,
funeral
I
potatoes
do know
are.
what funeral potatoes are.
Yeah, so just kind of like a cheesy potato, au gratin potato,
like
scallop potato.
Yeah.
Yes. So everybody at her work kept saying, "What is funeral potatoes?" And Eric was like, "That's what you have at a funeral. What do you guys eat for a funeral?" And they're like, "We eat enchiladas."
I remember when I lived in Ohio, we had some friends over that lived in Ohio that were from there, and we told them, "Yeah, funeral potatoes," and they're like, "What are funeral potatoes?" It's a whole new thing, and they're like, "Oh, these we call like twice baked potatoes." I was like, "Okay, that works too."
Oh, see, twice baked potatoes for me are in the skin.
That's what I said too. Yeah. Like, oh, that's totally different for us here. So there you go.
Anyway, so Erica's like, let's kind of do, what we would, a funeral dinner. Since she's leaving her 20s, it was appropriate.
I love it.
Yes, but she doesn't like ham, so we did turkey. I just did a turkey breast and funeral potatoes, and I did a spinach salad and rolls.
That sounds
and
delicious.
Yeah,
sounds
we had
like the
ice
best
cream cake. It was good. Yeah, it was
funeral dinner ever.
Mm-hmm.
Did you guys get to do anything else that was fun? Like go out and...
We went to a city called Red River.
Oh, okay.
It's a ski resort there.
Oh, fun.
And yeah, it was fun. It's kind of just a little touristy, but they had shops. We just kind of went in the shops and we ate at a really nice restaurant there, and it was fun. It was about an hour and a half drive from where she's at.
Oh, so it's a little bit of a commitment.
Yeah, it was not a quick drive, but anyway, it was fun. I did a little sewing, some cross stitching.
Always good.
Pulled out the little featherweight machine, got a few quilt blocks done. So
there you go.
Yeah, it was good.
For anything else?
Yeah. Did you do something fun this weekend?
No, unfortunately. I mean, I worked here Saturday morning, and it was busy. It was fun to see everybody because we had a cold week last week. And then the sunshine was out, and I think everybody just wanted it. And so we had a lot of visitors, but it was fun. We had a lot of out-of-town visitors.
Oh, because it was Roots Tech.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So we also had the owner of Crave Cookie Place, and she was telling me that they had opened a new store here. And so it was pretty fun to hear about her and stuff. But then we woke up Sunday, and I had some kids with pink eyes.
Oh,
we had to deal with that too. So it was not too fun and entertaining, but we did go outside and at least enjoy some sunshine. So it happens. It's the time of year with this cold and then warm and then cold again.
Yep, that's the spring season is rough. So my daughter that edits the videos, she had influenza A.
Oh, we had that one also at one point this year.
Like, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I know when I got on the plane yesterday from my Santa Fe to Denver leg, there was a really young girl sitting next to me and she was sick. And I was like, oh seriously?
No.
So I kind of just lean
you're like,
this
breathe other air.
And I'm the weird person. I take my wet wipes and I wipe everything down because I get sick every time I go on a plane ride if I don't do that. And people can judge me. I don't care.
I don't know that there's any more judgment anymore. I feel like everybody just does their own thing, and I think it's awesome.
Whatever. Yeah. Anyway, so there you have it. Although, so Sandy and Kathy sent the employees a video yesterday. Yes. So we've talked a little bit about, our swigs.
Yes.
Our swigs. Mm-hmm. Mine is water. Mine is generally water, but they went to the swig in Nashville.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And the line was insane.
It was down the road. She just kept filming.
I know. And my husband, I was showing it to him. He's like, don't you think at some point it's like a traffic hazard?
Yeah, because it was in the road. It wasn't like in a parking lot in a line. It was down this 2-lane road.
Yeah. And so I said to her, did it just open? Because when a swig opens in a town, they do free drinks.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
For, like the first day or two.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And Sandy said, no, it had opened not too long ago. And she said that she talked to a guy there and he said that they had they'd broken the record for the most money made in a day.
Yeah, it was
the day before or something.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And it's funny because my daughter that lives in New Mexico, Erica, she always laughs and says, oh yeah, all of you people in Utah craving your sodas, but apparently it's not just
Tennessee
Utah.
Is worse.
Yeah, it's not just Utah. She says, I thought more people would be doing the coffee but people like their sodas, I guess. So because I was just so sad, I didn't have any soda while I was at Erica's.
Oh.
Because we kind of figured out if you go to Sonic, we can get the cherry limeade.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So we went to go get one day when I was there, and we pull up and they say, "Hi, welcome to Sonic. We don't have any slushies, teas, or drinks." And I was like, "You don't?" And it's the water.
Yeah.
I was
They
like,
can't even-
"Oh
oh,
my
man."
God." Can't even get my diet cherry limeade.
Dang
So
it.
anyway, it's there's always something.
Yeah, it
Always
sounds
something,
so much fun.
I know.
Maybe little towns aren't all they're cracked up to be sometimes.
Nice people.
Nice people. I'd love to live there, but
Yeah.
maybe with not more structure, more water structure.
Yeah. More things to do.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, we digress.
That happens.
Yeah. So you had mentioned that about the new cross stitch that Kathy and Sandy
Yes.
are doing. So tell everybody.
So they're at Nashville Needle Market, which I've been seeing videos from other people who are there, and it's amazing. They have this big, huge high rise, and it's like 4 levels that all these cross stitches are on.
I think it's Embassy Suites.
Yep.
So they all get their own suite.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's so fun. They have all these little banners. Somebody took a picture of like
Yeah.
they looked up the Embassy Suites. Anyways, Sandy has been working really hard to be getting all of their new stuff entered onto our website. So if you go into our new section and then click the cross stitch, you can just scroll through and see all the new stuff. And there are some cute things.
Really cute
I've already
stuff.
picked out all my things, but I have to wait, sadly.
Yeah.
Because I'm an employee, so I have to wait until the first rush goes.
Yeah.
But
And I'm guessing that there probably will be more
I would
that she
imagine.
adds.
Mhm.
But if you want to take a look now,
yes.
go ahead and click on that page.
Yep.
Take a look. So yeah, I didn't realize that she'd been putting it online either. So I have emails that I need to respond to, but I just don't have the answers yet. And with me being gone and Sandy being gone, and one day they had a really bad storm.
Oh no.
In a windstorm in New Mexico, and so as a result they take everybody's power down so that if lines fall that they don't have forest fires, because
Makes
they dealt
sense.
with a really bad fire a few years ago. So sometimes I had internet. So I will get caught up today. Do you want to show new cross stitch since we're
let's
kind of
do
in
that.
cross stitch
Yeah.
mode?
So this is a new one from Animal Crackers.
that.
I don't know if it's how new it is, but I do know she has a couple new ones that she's made and Sandy has ordered from Needle Market. So there'll be even more. But this is a cute little cat
It's
skeleton.
adorable.
And this little mask is a mask that you add on to the cat after. So it's pretty cute. He's dressed up as a skeleton.
I like the fish skeletons
I know, it's
with
so
it.
cute, huh?
So is that a needle minder? Because I know she always adds something new, and sometimes
I'm
they're
not sure what it is,
There's-
but
yeah, it's cute.
it is cute. But
So it was called Animal Crackers Bones.
Mm-hmm.
So Ariel, you can find that.
Yes.
And put a bigger picture up.
And this one is Pretty in Pink by Shakespeare and Peddler.
That's cute.
And this one is it's just simple and easy, but so pretty.
Yeah.
Just little flowers and stuff.
Nice for spring.
I know, yeah.
It's time for a refresh.
So too. Yeah. And then, okay, I've got another one. This is Kim Deal. We have an employee, Michelle Barth, who is a
yeah.
big, huge Kim Deal fan.
Yeah.
And so we always save her things that come in. But this is a needle minder, and then she has made a bag pattern that goes along with it. And it's just a little hen in her classic little colors, and I love it.
It's really cute.
It is cute.
Yeah, I'd only seen Shepherd's Bush do the cross stitch on the bag
Yeah,
patterns.
but-
I'm sure there's other people. So yeah, but this is the first one I've seen.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
not them. And it's adorable.
It is.
Really cute.
And we got these cute little dachshunds that are little floss bobbins. And I just think they are the sweetest little thing.
That is really cute.
I'm not even a dog person, but there
Yeah.
you go.
Oh, you're not a dog person?
Well, I am, but the certain kind. My husband got bit by a dog when he was little. So, I've kind of had to, but I do love them from afar. They're just, I'll love them as long as he is afar, because he does not do dogs.
He
so.
doesn't. Well, no, that kind of
Yeah, I know. It would kind of traumatize you.
Yeah, put you off there.
Yeah. So I think that's all for cross stitch that's new,
Except for on the Facebook
except
page,
for on
or
the website.
website. Thank
Yep.
you. I'm really tired this morning.
I think we're all functioning
I
that way.
am ready for a nap already.
The only people who wouldn't be would be Arizona.
Yeah, they're happy.
Yeah, they're just.
I know. Are there any other states that don't change?
I don't think so.
don't
I
think
could
so
be
either.
wrong though. I don't know.
Man,
It is a tough gig. Should we do fabric or?
Yeah.
Okay, so we got a couple new lines, but this is our newest line that came in.
It's really cute.
It is, and it's called Stars and Stripes, or Stars Forever? Stars and Stripes Forever by Riley Blake. It's just classic
It's really
Americana. It's so cute.
Cute and fun and yeah.
I love the fireworks. Yeah.
Yeah, so I know. So it's time to get started on thinking about your 4th of July projects.
It is, yeah. So we have a new pattern that came in, Scrappy Americana flag. And I think it is just the cutest.
It's really cute.
It's, yeah, and it's 65 by 105. So it's a nice size. It's fun.
Yeah.
I love it.
I've never been brave enough to like hang outside.
I know, I would love to.
I have friends that have done that.
I know.
But I'd be afraid I would probably forget to bring it in one night and
I
it
know,
would get
right?
stolen
Yeah.
or there would be a storm and we
I know, it would just devastate me. But I loved all the stripes.
Scrappy.
They have different blocks in them. So there's a pinwheel in some and a square and a square and some flying geese in them.
Yeah,
it's
really
so fun.
cute. I did a quilt similar to this years ago, and it was Maker Valley.
Oh,
pattern.
yeah.
You know, she's kind of got that scrappy one.
Oh, and yeah,
it's really
those
cute.
ones are fun.
Yeah, I love this one.
I know, this one is so cute.
It's adorable.
I just think it would be so cute in wovens or scraps, whatever you've got.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I
If
just
you've
think
got
it's so cute.
a bunch of scraps, this would be perfect for that.
Yeah, they're just little and
what's
I
that
love
one
it.
called?
This one's Stars and Stripes by Sweetwater.
It's really cute.
And I love it. Yeah.
Do you think that those stars are just iron on and then just
I do think
go
that.
around with your machine? So
Yep, just
let's
applique.
let's actually go back just a minute,
yeah.
Stephanie. So how would you rate this quilt?
This one would be easy as long, I mean, if you've done applique before, if you have a blanket stitch or even a straight stitch on your machine, it's not hard to go around those appliques.
So maybe a confident beginner.
Yeah, I would say, yeah.
So if you want to try something new, this would be a good one to start.
Yeah,
with these little stars.
I think those are easy.
What would you rate that one?
This one I would say also a confident beginner. None of those blocks in there are hard. They're just basic ones. They're half square triangles.
Probably the hardest part is going to be the stars.
The friendship stars.
Yeah.
In the blue part. So I would not say that that's hard either. As long as you have some half square triangle knowledge.
You're good.
And really,
and maybe a good one to start if you haven't done a lot of half square
I agree.
triangles.
Yep, I agree.
Okay.
Because there's not a ton in there, but there's enough to get you started.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
All right, and this other one is
That's
12 fat quarters. This one would be super beginner. It's just strips, super easy, 12 fat quarters, and such a big pop. And I think you could do it in so many different colorways and be so fun.
Yeah, I think it would look different, you know, if you do prints or different colored solids or just really, really basic.
I think it'd be really fun.
Oh, look they even tell you on the side, skill level 1 star.
Oh, there you go.
Time 1 star. So this might be kind of a quilt in a day.
Yes, I think so.
Just kind of something quick to put together. I'm guessing that you're going to sew all these strips as strips and
I
then
would imagine.
cut them.
That's what I would think too.
Yeah.
Which is the best part.
Yeah. Somebody really wants to call us before we're open today. We still have like 10 minutes before we open.
But they are excited.
They really want to get a hold of us.
This one just came in, Summer Picnic. I know that this is our only one right now, but I do know Sandy has more on order.
That's cute.
So this one has been a big hit. We like the blue backgrounds. Like all the employees were kind of gushing over this when it came in.
It's so fun when it's a different colored background.
I think so too, because you just see so many white ones and it's just fun to see others lay out. But this one I would say confident beginner to intermediate. There's just a lot of piecing. I don't know that it's hard. I think it's just a lot of pieces. But yeah, I don't think it's too hard though.
Okay. And it's a Lori Holt pattern.
It is. Yep.
Okay. So that one and the flag were both Lori Holt patterns.
Yep.
Yeah, both cute.
And I do know we are getting in her Americana line, so I know that's coming, but I'm not sure when.
Which might be perfect to make.
Yeah, I agree. Yes.
Yeah, I know they're starting to come. It's always amazing to me as things start to arrive. I mean, before we know it, we're gonna be having Halloween.
I know, it's crazy. Yeah, we're not that many months away from it, so.
No, no. So anyway, okay. Well, good stuff.
Yes.
We do have on the table, this is a new quilt, right?
Yes. This is one, Carrie did. Sandy and Kathy's sister.
Oh, yeah.
And this is Sandy's pattern, Give It a Whirl, made with Time and Again. And it's just a remake on hers. She redid the cover and
It's really cute.
yeah. So.
No minky on the back.
No minky on the back.
And so
fast,
the line
easy
is
stuff.
Time and Again.
Time and Again.
And do you know who the designer is for that line?
It's Moda. I'm not sure who the designer is. I think it's just right over there.
Is it this one?
Mm-hmm.
I don't have my glasses on. Lindsay McCrae.
There you go.
Yeah. If you, sometimes I will get emails. What was that quilt? That was, so the quilt, this quilt, I don't know if you can see it. It's called Liberty Bell.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. The pattern,
My Wandering Path.
My Wandering Path.
Mm-hmm.
And do we know what?
The fabric line is just right there on the top
This one?
shelf. Yep, it's another Moda line.
That's another Moda.
We've had this one for a little bit,
gonna
so
knock
I'm
my
not,
drink over.
don't remember the name.
Well, and they all come in and there's just so many of them.
Yes. Oh,
Grand Haven by Minnick and Simpson.
Yeah.
That's a cute one too. So
Mhm.
yeah, so yeah, lots of really good 4th of July stuff. So.
Yes.
Okay, so last week when it was Shelly and Sandy,
Mhm.
they talked about Best Press
Yes.
and wool mats. Do you have a wool mat?
I do. I love it. I have
I
two
don't
of
have
them.
one. Okay, so somebody did ask, do you use Best Press?
I don't.
Okay, do you use starch at all?
No.
Okay.
I should, but I don't because I'm a get it done kind of thing because I still have young kids and so
You just don't want to take
I
the
just
extra
don't have
step.
the time.
Yeah, don't want to take the extra
Yeah.
step.
Mhm.
Well, yeah, so that's what they kind of asked about is if you had a wool mat and if you used starch. And a lot of people do.
Yeah.
I was surprised. And I was surprised too. So I'm from the olden days where I used to iron my dad's shirts, dress shirts to go to work. And I always used spray starch because I used to laugh because he liked his shirt, so you pretty much hit it against the wall, it would fall apart because it was so stiff.
Yeah.
He liked the nice crisp, and so I always used heavy starch, spray starch, and did it. So I had a few people that like really, really heavily starch
And
their
I've heard that,
fabric,
yeah.
and I had no idea that people heavily starch fabric.
Yeah, I've heard
before
them like they dunk them in the bathtub and let them soak, and then they hang them up to dry.
Yeah. So one lady said she puts her fabric on like a cookie sheet, and then dumps the starch on it, and then puts the press and seal over it, and puts another cookie sheet on top.
Wow. There you
And
go.
lets it soak for a couple hours, and takes it out, and then hangs it to dry. So that's some heavy starching.
That is heavy starching.
Yeah. So I've
But I
never
bet
done
those are
that.
some crisp backs and corners. And
Yes, yes, and a lot of people said that, but since they've started doing that, it's really increased their accuracy.
stuff. Oh, I bet.
So
Yeah.
anyway, one lady said she only starches for paper piecing and tiny pieces. And I was like,
yeah.
I can see where
I
that
can
would
see
be
that
really
one.
helpful.
Mhm, for
Yeah.
sure. There are times I've done little pieces and I'm like, why didn't I starch? I'm
Yeah,
just fighting
yeah.
with it more than
Yes, and I have a table runner that I did that's really cute. It's kind of like popsicles and stuff. And I look at it and I'm like, that looks terrible.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
I did it years ago and I'm just like, yeah, that just looks terrible.
Yep.
Oh, Wendy, did you turn the heat on? No.
It's just
It
gonna
sounds
try
like
and
it's-
override.
Yeah. She didn't touch anything. Several people said that especially like in the spring and the summer and the fall when the weather's warmer, they like to start outside because then it can
because
drip
then yeah.
outside. And a lot of people said that they have like old ironing boards and like a Teflon ironing board cover, and then they'll do it outside because the Teflon ironing board cover is like
Yeah,
$1.
they don't have to worry about the overspray and all that. Yeah,
You just throw it away. So
that's a good idea.
that's a thought.
Maybe when my kids are out playing this summer, I'll pick one to
Yeah.
starch.
Give it a try.
Yep.
Yeah. Several people said that they will take their wool mats outside and hose them off
Oh.
if they get too gunky. Did you find yours get gunky? I know you're not
Just a
starter,
yellow
but-
from like the iron and stuff, but
Right.
it's not too bad though.
Yeah.
I've had them for quite a few years.
Some people said that they put them inside of a pillowcase. And
I've
then
heard
use it.
that, yeah.
Or they'll put like muslin around it,
Mhm.
or I don't know. that kind of stuff. So anyway, so those were kind of some of the things that they said. One person said that she feels like the starching and clappers have really helped her.
The clappers, I do love that.
Yeah, and somebody used, and I haven't heard of this, and you probably are not going to know more than me. She likes an Acorn Easy Press pen.
I have never heard of that.
You don't know what that is either.
I
Okay.
don't.
We might have to look into that.
Yes, we will.
Yeah, because I have no idea. Let's see. Oh, Sandy and Kathy were, they were talking about trying to get everything home.
Yeah.
And I had never thought of, this would have been perfect for them, but there was a lady that commented, and she said that she and her friend went to Europe, and they put a smaller suitcase inside of a bigger suitcase, and then just checked those and took them, and then they had like 2 suitcases they could fill.
My mom does that, and then I should have thought about that also. That is the best thing.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, I didn't even think of that.
I know. It's like, there you go. So then you have a little extra. Guess it depends on how much the airline charges you for
Yeah,
the extra bags and stuff. Yeah, if it's overweight or so many, or I don't know.
Yeah, I know.
Let's see. Oh, I've had a lot of questions about the Dresden bag. Did you make that?
I did.
Is it online? Do you know?
It will be. We had some delays in the kits, and so, but it will be. It's getting done today, and we'll get a price and put on the online today.
Okay, so yeah, watch for that, because I've had a lot of people say they want to see that bag.
No, and I'm sorry for the delay. It happens sometimes.
Sometimes Sandy gets excited.
Yes.
And she talks about it, and Kathy's behind the camera going, no, we're not ready for that. So,
but it will be today.
Yeah. There's nobody behind the camera today.
Yes.
So anyway, I had tons of people that are so excited for that Nativity Tiny Town.
Oh, that one is so cute. That one's on my list, but I'm gonna have to wait until everybody gets it.
Everybody gets it. Yeah. I know they had pre-ordered a ton of those anyway. So,
yeah.
And yeah, a lot of people were excited for the hands-on design stuff coming out. So, and one cute lady, I thought this was really sweet, that she just had found Table Talk, I think she said last week, and watched it, and she's like, I fell down a rabbit hole. I enjoyed it so much. I stayed up after 3 o'clock in the morning watching Table Talk. That's so sweet. That's a lot of Table Talks.
Yeah, it is.
So anyway, okay, and then, and I had kind of warned Stephanie about this, but we might have to talk about it more when Sandy comes. But somebody said, and maybe you guys will have we've talked about irons before, and I know people have given us ideas, but she said that her irons, they leak a lot, and she's tried the Rowenta, Singer, and Shark, and she said that she's had problems with it, and she said she's more of a steamer than a starcher, and so she wanted to know ideas of irons that don't leak. And she did say she has 2 Aliso traveling irons.
Okay.
I have an Aliso, a small one, but I know you have.
I have a bigger one.
You have a bigger one. And does it leak?
I have heard that, so I didn't even do the steam because that was one of the things that I heard. Yeah. So I spray. And those Mr. bottles, the spray bottles, that's what I use when I use water. And so I don't usually fill my irons because I have not heard of an iron not leaking after a little bit.
I know. I feel like that's always an issue. I just feel like I have a hard time getting the steam to work the way I want it to work anyway.
Yeah. Yeah. So those spray bottles are awesome, especially the Mr. ones.
Yeah.
Because they don't put a ton of water down.
Right. It's enough to get the.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I know Karen Reagan, who does a lot of our quilting, she had commented on an iron brand that she uses, and I can't remember what it was. So Karen, if you're watching, comment again and let me know if you think you have a problem leaking when you use the steam.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
So anyway, so I don't really use a variety of brands. I have a Rowenta big one, and then I have an Aliso little one.
Yeah, and I just have a Aliso big one. And then I had cheap little Walmart ones before that.
Yeah.
I finally was like, I'm done buying all these.
You're
I'm
like,
pretty sure I just could buy an expensive one and have it last longer.
I am going to invest in an iron. It's time.
Yep.
Okay, so our winner.
You still have to request monthly, but I'll ask about that.
Our winner today is Kathy Lloyd 9225. And she says, hello ladies, I usually always start using Faultless Heavy Starch I buy on Amazon. Okay, that's what I always used to use my dad's.
I have used that one before, but
Yeah, when I
Yep.
for my dad, I always used that one. And I think I used to buy it at all $1.
oh yeah.
It was not an expensive starch. I use a heavy towel doubled up on my ironing board. I use a large towel underneath my drying rack as well so the drips fall on that instead of my floor. If it's summertime, I go outside to starch. Everything dries so quickly outside. I also use a large wool pressing mat while making my quilts. Thank you for the nice video. So Kathy, I know you are local, so we will put your prize in the hold drawer.
Yeah.
And so she wins the small pressing mat and the
Best press.
best press, the small best press, yeah. So that, and yeah, like I said, I know you're local, so we will just put that right in the hold drawer for you.
Perfect. Sounds good.
So this week, since Stephanie and I were in charge,
We got to pick.
we picked, so this is Sandy's Give It a Whirl pattern,
Which is this quilt that we just showed
which
you.
is this quilt. And then this is not what our quilt is made out of, but
But
this
still.
is that Stars and Stripes Forever. You get a fat quarter, and the charm pack is big enough to make the small quilt, which finishes 26 by 32. So you would just need some background and border and binding. And
Yeah. And it's not even that much of a background or a border and binding.
no.
So you're gonna have total for all of that. So.
Yeah. So this will kind of give you a start on making this quilt.
Perfect.
And so, you know, Steffi and I are not the creative ones here. We just follow the patterns and
Yeah,
make the things. Let us know, you know, kind of when do you start sewing for your 4th of July
Yeah.
fabrics? Do you get started now, or do you even do
one.
4th of July?
Yeah.
So anyway, I always just feel like I'm behind
Oh, always.
because it's like all of a sudden I have these Valentine ones I wanted to make and I didn't get to that. And
But my favorite saying is, it's every year.
yeah.
Make him for the next year. I didn't get it done this year, so it's for next Valentine.
And sometimes like I'll run across, you know, something I've kitted like, and I'll think, oh, I really want to make that one. And so it might not even be in the right season, but it just is something I want to do. So
That's right. Yep.
yeah, anyway. So yes, as you can tell, the store is open.
Yes.
The phone got answered.
Yes.
So it's time to wrap this up.
Yes.
Anyway, we appreciate you joining us, and we hope everybody has a great week.
Yes.
And enjoy. We have sunshine here, so hopefully we have
Yes.
sunshine.
Yeah. Go outside and enjoy it if you do.
Yeah. We'll see you next week.